everybody. Very good evening and a very warm welcome to yet another super cool, super amazing and curiosity oriented session of Curious Minds. With me, that is Pritesh, your host, your dose, and a proud educator from Embibe, welcoming you to yet another amazing episode of Curious Minds where we'll be talking about which animals and how do they produce light. Yes, till date, we are just used to the bulb or the tube light or the LED producing the light, but today we'll be seeing animals who produce light. Let's find out who are these animals, where do they live, and how are they able to produce light. But before we move ahead, let me tell you a little bit about this amazing MBI page, which gives you absolutely free of cost learning, tests, assignments, study material, question, solution, explanation to solution, books, reference books, NCRTs of any board, any grade, any subject, and that too in any language. So, guys, please visit the MBI page. It's absolutely free of cost. You can also download the MBI app, which is freely available on Google Store and Apple Store. And you must also, before everything else, connect with us on Telegram, because here you get a chance to get your doubts solved. You get the PDFs of the sessions. You also get updates of whatever is happening on the channel. So make sure that you connect with us on Telegram as well. And remember, guys, every day from Monday to Friday, I come live on Embibe Achieve CBSE 6 to 8 with yet another curiosity oriented session under the series Curious Minds. So I hope you guys are enjoying this series called Curious Minds. And if you are, so make sure that you share this video with your friends in school WhatsApp groups. Subscribe to the channel because it's absolutely free, and give this video a big fat thumbs up, right? So let us begin the understanding on how and which animals produce light. So here we are going to talk basically about bioluminescence. Okay, so bioluminescence is the light emitted by living beings as a result of chemical process in their body is referred to as bioluminescence. You can see over here. And my first memory of bioluminescence is when I saw the song Galiyan from Ek Villain. When I saw the movie Ek Villain, in that there was this song Galiyan, in which they show that the actress is on a beach which is lit, and it looks like shining stars, but they are actually a form of algae who are giving out the light in the night, and that is called bioluminescence. Okay, bio means life and luminescence is light, life that gives light. Okay, that is bioluminescence. Now, organisms that emit light are, from the marine species we have got fish, squid, jellyfish, corals, ctenophores, sea stars, crustaceans like some shrimp. So these are the aquatic animals that give out light, and from the terrestrial ones we have got fireflies and some fungi. Last year in the month of September, I was in Coorg, and oh my god, it is literally heaven on earth, and it is my most favorite place in the entire out of all the places that I've visited till date. I've been to I've been to a couple of countries, and I have also seen a bit of India as well. So out of everywhere, Coorg is my most favorite. It is my haven and it is my heaven. So when we were in Coorg last year in September, there we just went to the terrace to look to look at the stars, and there were so many fireflies. There were fireflies all around, and it was a beautiful, beautiful, beautiful sight. So fireflies are also something that that give out light. So are certain mushrooms. So there are also certain mushrooms, certain species of mushroom which glow in the night, right? Which glow in the night. If you have watched the movie Life of Pi, in that Pi and his tiger, Richard Parker, they get stuck on an island, and they say that the island is alive. So basically that island glows in the night. If you remember the movie, the leaves and the water and everything is glowing in the night. So that is again an example of bioluminescence. So bioluminescence is seen in fish, squid, jellyfish, corals, ctenophores, sea stars, crustaceans like shrimps, and also in fireflies and certain fungi like mushroom. Now, bioluminescence requires luciferin. So luciferin is something that is making even that beach, the Galiyan song from Ek Villain, that is also because of luciferin. It is a phytoprotein. Phyto matlab light. Okay, sorry, it's a photoprotein. Photo matlab light. So the meaning of the word photon, so the meaning of the word photon is light. So light is photon, right? It's a light protein that produces light, also called as substrate. You also need luciferase, which are protein which have enzymatic activity, and in the presence of ATP, oxygen and luciferin, luciferase catalyze the oxidation of luciferin in a reaction that results in the emission of a photon, which is your light. So when when your luciferase when your luciferase comes in contact with energy plus oxygen plus luciferin, so your luciferase plus energy plus oxygen plus luciferin, they together produce light. They together produce light, and that is how bioluminescence works. It is oxygen plus energy plus luciferin. When they come together, luciferase catalyzes light, and that is how certain organisms glow in the dark. Symbiotic relationship. Some bioluminescent organisms do not make luciferase. So there are certain so over here, I would like to tell you that there are certain organisms who do not make luciferin. It's very important for you to see this. They do not synthesize luciferin. Instead, they absorb it through other organisms, either as food or in a symbiotic relationship. Now, over here, the Hawaiian bobtail squid house bioluminescent bacteria in their light organs. So there are certain organisms who show bioluminescence, but they do not have luciferin. So how do they glow? They attach themselves to certain organisms who have luciferin, and that helps them to glow. So basically, the Hawaiian bobtail squid, it will house the bioluminescent bacteria in its light organs, which makes it glow. Bioluminescent organisms like dinoflagellates produce luciferin on their own. Now, these dinoflagellates was also only seen in that movie called Ek Villain. So in that movie also this was seen. Okay? Chaliye. So that was about the symbiotic relationship, that how organisms who do not have luciferin, they also are able to glow. It is because they take it from other organisms in a symbiotic relationship. You all would be aware of this scary looking fish, but remember the bulb on its head, and that bulb is an example of, again, animals producing light. Okay? Anglerfish. Anglerfish lives in total darkness more than 1000 meters below the ocean surface. It's dark gray or dark brown in color. They have a huge head and an enormous crescent shaped mouth filled with sharp translucent teeth. In females, the angling structure evolved from the spines of the fish's dorsal fin. The end of the structure is inhabited by a large number of bioluminescent bacteria which provide the anglerfish with its glow. They are used to lure prey or search for prey. Wow, so it's like, carrying your own light bulb. So this is present in the females. It is an extension of their dorsal fin, and this at the end has a knob. It has a bulb kind of a structure, and this bulb is full of bioluminescent bacteria. And this fish, who lives so deep down, like 1000 meters below the ocean surface, it is able to carry its own bulb. Now this bulb is used for two purposes. One is, it is to attract attract different organisms, because it's light, organisms will get attracted, and it is also to search for food. So it serves both the purposes, even to attract food as well as to search for food. Even it is very nicely shown in the movie Finding Nemo. If you have watched that movie, you'll see a lot about anglerfish. So anglerfish, angry looking fish with a with a nice bulb hanging over its head, and the extension is of its dorsal fin, right? And remember, it lives very, very deep under the sea. Then you have got the lantern fish. Wow, so beautiful. Look at this beautiful fish. It is called as the lantern fish. It looks like a lantern, reminds you of disco lights. The lanternfish house several light producing organs that are found in their skin, known as photophores. A chemical reaction inside the photophore gives off light in a process called as bioluminescence. The photophores are located on the fish head, underside, and tail. They're used to attract other small fish on which they feed. So remember, guys, any kind of bioluminescence or light is to attract. No organism, whether it is a bee or a fish or anybody, no organism wants to become disco lighting and move around just for no reason. They have this light, they have this bioluminescence only to attract organism, right? So this lanternfish also has got bioluminescence. It has got something which are called as photophores on its head, on its side, and near the tail. And this bioluminescence is to attract other small fish which it can feed on. That is about the lanternfish. So we saw about the anglerfish, we saw about the lanternfish, we saw about dino flagellates, we saw about certain shrimp, right? And we also saw about the Hawaiian bobtail fish that houses the bioluminescent bacteria. And last, we have got the hatchet fishes. So hatchet fishes create their own light through a process called known as bioluminescence. They have photophores that run along the length of their body. They produce light by means of a chemical reaction between luciferin and luciferase using oxygen and energy. They use photophores to hide from their predators through the process of counter illumination. Light organs are pointed downwards. They can adjust the intensity of their underside lights to make them nearly invisible against the faint light above. Wow, now that is really good technology, right? So they can adjust their lighting. Imagine there is somebody who is controlling the light, how much their body can produce. This is amazingly awesome, right? So the hatchet fish, what it can do is it can control the amount of light that its body is giving, so that it can hide under the sunlight and it does not get caught by its prey. And also it lights up entirely along the length of its body, and it is also found in the ocean. It also carries out a reaction between luciferase and luciferin, and also it has got photo photopores that helps it to light. Okay? So which were all the different organisms that we learnt about today? So today we learnt about the symbiotic relationship in organisms who do not have the bioluminescence bacteria, or they house the bioluminescent organisms in their body so that they could light in a symbiotic relationship. We also saw about how bioluminescence takes place. We saw about the different fish, squid, jellyfish, coral, ctenophores, sea stars, crustaceans, fungi, and fireflies who produce light. Then we learnt about the anglerfish, who has a nice extension of its dorsal fin and it carries its own bulb, right? Living very deep under the sea. We spoke about the lanternfish, which also has bioluminescence and it has got photophores and it is beautifully awesome. And we learnt about the hatchet fish, which can actually control the intensity of the light that is produced by its body. Now that is amazingly awesome. So with that, guys, we come to the end of this amazing episode, yet another amazing episode of Curious Minds. We have been successfully running Curious Minds almost for the entire month of February. But guys, I want you to enjoy, because in these sessions of Curious Minds, we don't talk academics. We talk about something which is beyond your textbook, because I want you guys to know more than your textbook. Okay? Now, in the next week, we are going to speak about really very amazing, controversial, and awakening topics. Like, we are going to talk everything about right from earthquakes. Recently we have our planet is witnessing a lot of earthquakes, so we'll be talking about earthquakes, we'll be talking about chat gpt, we'll be talking about why the supreme court has rejected even to hear the plea of menstrual leave in India. So this, and why nowadays almost all the cars look so same. So we are going to talk about various beautiful, social, economic, technology issues. And yeah, that's going to be amazing. And guys, with that, do not forget to visit the Embibe page, because which is your one-stop destination that gives you anything and everything free of cost, whether it is test, assignment, study material, question, solution, explanation to solution, books, reference books, NCRTs, any board, any grade, any subject, any language, completely free. Also, do download the Embibe app, which is freely available on Google Store and Apple Store. And guys, do connect with us on Telegram as well by scanning the QR code, or you can just search Embibe Achieve CBSE Class 6 to 8, where you get the PDFs of the session, you get updates of whatever is happening on the channel, and you can connect with your favorite educators of Embibe as well. And if you have enjoyed this video, do not forget to give this video a big fat thumbs up. Do share this video with your friends and school WhatsApp groups, and subscribe to the channel because it's absolutely free. Until we meet next, that is on Monday, with yet another amazing episode of Curious Minds. This is Pritesh, your host, your dose, and a proud educator from Embibe. Signing off for now. Take care of yourself. Stay healthy, stay happy, stay blessed, and do not forget to keep imbibing because we believe in you.
Keep imbibing. We believe in you.